Wait,
You
what we
said
doing
top.
right?
It's top 10 or
We
top.
just top 15 running backs all the time. Top 20 if I want to. Good
We can
everybody.
do
It's your boy
we can
Common
do
back on
20.
that video.
That's hard.
Badu, you got the list or you want me to pull it up?
Nah, I gotta pull it up. Uh,
I know
I'm
for a
telling
fact
you,
number one was
It got to be
Jim
Emmett.
Brown, right?
Natron Means. Number one was Natron Means.
Yeah, all right.
Well, that list was all messed up. No, because Emmett was like number 4 on the list. But if
Nah,
we
it
got,
was.
let me ask this as the criteria, if you don't like best, best like talent wise, or we doing best like judging of the career? Because talent wise, Barry Sanders is number 1 for me all time.
See, that's the thing.
I mean,
We got that. That's what we got to
I
balance
guess
that
we
shit
gotta
out.
It's up
establish
to
what the
y'all.
criteria is. Then
I'm asking the criteria because if we going by greatest that we seen with our own eyes, or is we going by just numbers and his numbers was crazy? You know what I'm saying?
I could
I
do.
mean, I think a lot of people like to go by um career yards, and I feel like career yards don't always equate to how great you were.
I
Like
say that.
like Robert
I'll say
Parrish played for 20 years. Is he the greatest, one of the greatest centers of all time? When you hear them talk about the greatest big men of all time, do you ever hear them mention Robert Parrish or John Sally or Herb Williams?
No,
Like longevity don't equate that. Like the only time I ever hear somebody say L Cool J is the greatest rapper all.
yeah,
mm-hmm.
yeah,
Yeah. So
yeah.
I'm saying like,
But me
do y'all want to
personally,
factor both
I
of it?
know
Do y'all
one of
want to
the.
factor in like you want to have
I got one thing that we got to factor in. We got to factor in championships too.
what's that
Championships.
championship?
If you was a crucial part
Okay,
of
so
it, because that's to me, yeah, yardage is every like yardage for a running back
all
is
right,
everything. But to me, the ultimate goal when you get into the NFL is to win a championship. Like so, if
so
you have that under your belt, I think that gives you a notch over somebody else.
all
Now,
right, so if we made the
and
rule that
especially
championships you can't be in the top 5 without championships, that mean we talking Barry Sanders not in the top 5 all the time.
that. I'm sorry.
See, that's where it gets sticky at because it's
Yeah,
like, okay, we can do. All right, let's do this, right? Let's do this. Let's make. I don't know why do still there, but we can have 3 categories, right? Okay, team success, rings. If you got rings, right? We doing rings gonna be a separate category. Gameplay. What was he personally for you? Like from a level of 1 to 10.
yeah.
Then stats wise. So like when all 3 categories you combined it and it'll tell you like, okay, he has to be top 5. He has to be top. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that.
Yeah, yeah.
But I feel like all 3 of them have to matter. Like you right. Like so, it's like the reason why Terrell Davis would be considered a top 5, top 10 is because yes, he had 3 great seasons, but he won 2 rings.
He won two
That's the
rings,
biggest part
bro.
about it. Like so, you're right about that.
And
You're right. You're
rings
right about that
was
part. So it's
really
like
all without him. The rings wouldn't been there. Now think about that. That's the way I look at the shit.
no.
Like,
You
and
no.
it
You 100 because a lot of people don't mention John Elway ain't do nothing in his career until Terrell Davis.
exactly.
He did. He wouldn't have rings without Terrell Davis. So I agree with you on that. And I mean, it's exceptions to every rule. So I feel like I know how you personally feel about Barry Sanders too. So there's exceptions to every rule. I don't think none of us will vote Barry Sanders out the top 3. Like he was just amazing. I'm a Cowboys fan, and Barry Sanders was just
Yeah,
like
yeah. Now I think he would
amazing.
be
Like
the
it's the
if
shit
he
he
had
was
more
doing. I'm like,
talent
whoa,
around. If he had more talent around him, I think he would have. I think he could
yeah,
have did something. Like I think he probably would have been the only nigga that could break what's the
yeah.
name record, Emmitt Smith record. I think.
I mean, yeah,
I'm keeping 100 with you.
yeah, because he retired early. What Barry was like 29 or something like that when he retired.
Yeah,
He
I think
retired early, bro.
if he
Like he
had
retired
somebody
early.
in front of a line in front of him, a decent line, it would have been crazy, bro.
Yeah,
It would. I think it would have been crazy.
he would have had if he was behind the line. Emmett had, bro. He like his records would have been so crazy that people wouldn't even look at the rushing records. He just be the greatest
Yeah,
of all time.
it wouldn't even say nothing. It wouldn't. But that goes for a lot
So
of
I
people.
got.
But yeah.
I'm gonna pull up the list and see what I know. I do got it. I don't know. He up here, so I don't know if he on pause time or what's going on. But I got. I think I know for a fact. No, hold. Give me one second. Let me pull it up off this last.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
You got.
That,
You want to get you got the list?
yeah, I got the list.
Yo, how many people on this list won championships?
On the list, Walter Payton,
Got it.
Marshall Faulk,
And
Emmitt Smith.
Emmitt.
Jim Brown might have. Jim Brown didn't win the Super Bowl, right?
I don't know. But everybody
Jim Brown
the
didn't win the
golden
Super
era
Bowl.
for the Browns, so they had to win something. They had to win something back then. That's the golden era for the Browns. Right?
Was it before the Super Bowl? Nah, he had an NFL championship. He had an NFL championship. He never had a Super Bowl championship. He didn't win the Super Bowl. He won the NFL championship.
So
you can count him. That's 4.
Y'all want to start from the behind. So you want to start from like 15 up or 20 up or 1?
We gonna do 15. We can do 15.
Yeah, do 15.
All right. So
who's number 10 on the list?
On the list, number 10 is Curtis Martin. What y'all think about Curtis Martin?
15 because we got Curtis Martin was great. He another guy that didn't have a championship, but he was great. Like I'm not arguing with him not being on the list. I just
Curtis. He finished 6th all time. The man finished 6th all time and career yards.
Curtis Martin reminds me of. He was talented. He was very talented, but he reminded me more of a. I don't put him in the same category of runner as a LT or Marshall Faulk or.
Like a dynamic runner.
Yeah, he was just one of them guys that was just very good for a very long time. He was you know what I'm saying?
I mean, do you still feel like Curtis Martin, his rookie year, ran for 1487 and 14 touchdowns. He also got a year where he ran for 1464. He got another year where he ran for 1513, a year where he ran for 1308, and his the year before he retired, he ran for 1697 and 12 touchdowns at 31 years old.
I mean, no, he was very good. I'm not.
I think it should be a little bit higher.
Higher than 15?
Yeah.
I think who we could put at 15, and I don't know how y'all feel about it. Because
he
said Curtis Martin is 10 though. You said Curtis Martin was 10 though, right?
Yeah,
10?
but we doing a list of 15, so he got number 15 until we move him up.
I'm gonna move him up. And
all right, cool.
No.
I'm with Curtis Martin. Deserves to be. He needs to be like Curtis Martin was a problem for the Patriots and the Jets.
Now,
he was a monster.
What do y'all think about putting Frank Gore at the 15th spot?
I'm not mad at that.
I don't have a problem with that. I'm not mad at that.
I'm not mad at that.
Yeah,
because he has the numbers.
I'm not mad at that.
He has the numbers. He has 19,000 all-purpose yards, bro.
No, I'm not mad at that.
Yeah, so what we saying right now is Curtis Martin automatically slides up to 14. So as we keep going, we can decide if Curtis Martin in front of this person is the next person. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah. He's gonna be up there. So yeah. Who next?
Next on the list is Marcus Allen.
Yeah.
I mean,
he should be
Marcus
14.
Allen. Yeah, I mean Marcus Allen can be 14 because that was before my time. Like when he was doing big things.
I'm gonna put him at 15 because I'm not gonna disrespect Frank Gore, who's number 3 all time in rushing. So Marcus Allen.
If you look at Marcus Allen's numbers, he was very inconsistent. like you figure Marcus Allen stopped running and he retired in '97, right? And by the time he retired, he didn't really have like consecutive good years. Like I'm reading his numbers right now. He career 12,000 yards, career 123 touchdowns. So he got touchdowns. So for his career, he averaged like look, he ran for 697 yards and 11 touchdowns his rookie year. Then he ran for 1,000 yards. Then 1168. Then 1759 in 1985. Right? He never got 1,000 yards again. He just kept playing.
So he might be like keep naming that. He might be off my list. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know how y'all feel.
I wouldn't be mad. I wouldn't be mad at that.
Yo, he played.
Yeah, like I'm gonna be honest.
He played a year in 1990. No, in 1990, he ran for 682 yards in 16 games. And
I'm telling you right now, he's a target.
He ran for 890. I mean, the only reason he up here is he played so he could get touchdowns. He had 1, 2, 3, 4. He had 6 double-digit touchdown seasons in his career. That's how he ended up with 123.
So touchdown getting an all-time great.
Yeah,
so he was a scorer. He could score.
If I hear a name, like not being unfair, but if I hear a name that if I don't hear a certain name up here, he's gonna be my first target to move down off the list.
All right, so he number 15. He number 15. I'm all right with him being 15. So you drop Marcus Allen 15.
Who's next up?
Wait. Let me write this down somewhere.
So look at Frank. Okay, so Frank Gore. So we saying Frank Gore go higher.
Frank Gore 14.
Yeah, Frank Gore go higher.
No, I'm looking at it. He might could go higher than that, bro.
No, we definitely gonna have that conversation because I'm not going to sneeze at number 3 all time. I'm not sneeze like we can't sneeze at number 3 all time. You can't sneeze at number 3 all time in Russia.
Yeah, nah. I mean that ain't nothing to
in today's NFL. You can't say. But I'm gonna tell you right now. This is to be a little messy. I would rather Clinton Portis in my top 15 than Marcus Allen right now. I don't know if y'all agree.
We can put Clinton Portis at number 14.
15. Take Marcus Allen off. That's what I'm saying.
Yo, wait, bro.
But I feel like right now we can leave Marcus Allen. We leave Marcus Allen at 15.
This is why this is hard, bro.
Just leave Marcus Allen at 15 until because right now we working off a list that had 10 on it, so we could work our way up to having to push Marcus Allen off.
Well, he got to go the fuck off now. Then
he at 15.
All right, let me hear who the next name was.
The next name was Marshall Faulk.
Oh,
Marshall Faulk ain't going at number 13 for me. There's no way you put Marshall Faulk at 13.
Not. Marshall Faulk is like you start the conversation in the top 10.
Yeah, I even say top 5.
Yes, Marshall Faulk is the top 5 running back of all time.
He revolutionized the position.
All right, so
I'm not mad at that. Like, don't even mention Marshall.
I have a person
13
that we can use at So what we got Marcus Allen at Marcus Allen is what? What did we say Marcus Allen was? 15?
He might gotta go off, bro.
Might be off the list.
Yeah, he on his way off. So right now he's 15. So Marcus Allen at 15. Clinton Portis at 14. Where does Priest Holmes go?
Yo, this is a prestige list, bro.
His career was, because he's Priest Holmes. See, this is the problem with Priest Holmes, right? Like he had a couple of amazing seasons, but Terrell Davis is going to make it because his couple of amazing seasons produced MVPs and Super Bowls. You know what I'm saying? Priest Holmes didn't do anything to outweigh that. So he might can make it. I'm not saying he ain't gonna make it, but he might be on the outside looking in as well. I
Everybody
don't know if
can't
y'all
make
All
it,
two
bro.
agree. Yeah, I don't know if
Everybody
right,
y'all
so
can't
agree with
make
I
it.
that.
all right, so I'll put Priest at 14 then.
He
Right now,
might
All
not
Priest
be
right,
and
able to
and
make
to,
it.
I know, but as we go on the list, we're going to evaluate it, and he might be on the outside looking in. So he go at
yeah,
14
that's
right
fine.
now, but as we talk,
Yeah,
You
yeah,
realize how
yeah.
hard this is because we still only at 14.
hmm
Clinton Portis is third. So Marcus Allen, Priest Holmes, Clinton Portis. That's the bottom
What is Clinton Porter's numbers?
No, Frank
34.
Gore is 12.
Hey yo,
Yeah,
matter
Frank
of
Frank
Gore
Gore
is
fact,
is
moving
12.
up because
I'm
he
gonna keep it
above
100
all of
with
them.
you. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I think it will be better if we go the opposite way, because we're gonna. It's a lot of. Let's get the upper echelon people
I
out.
think it's gonna be hard to get to number one. It's harder to get to number one than it is to get, like, you know what I mean, to start backwards. It's harder to figure out who number one is than it is to get backward. Um, Mark Clinton Portis.
But we basically already at 12 already. So
Yeah,
if
Clinton Portis finished his
we
career with 9,923.
But it's niggas that's
okay,
Unless
let me ask each one of y'all this before we keep going. Before we keep going, let me ask each one of y'all this, right? What percentage does gameplay you actually seeing them play rank in your head? Like, what percentage of their grade would you give them for that?
but
Like, how much in your
high.
mind does
Like
that think if they make the
to
list? Like,
me,
you actually
Mari,
seeing
I
them
know
playing?
you gave Clinton Portis. You kind of scoffed at Clinton Portis, but Clinton Portis was nice as hell, and then he had two major injuries that kind of
question.
shortened his
Is
career.
Clinton Porter's? Is Clinton Porter's? Do y'all think Clinton Porter's is better than Marshawn Lynch?
Yeah,
How?
Mm.
Marshawn, remember what we talked about? Marshawn Lynch got that chip.
yeah, but
He got that chip off of him.
yeah, but
Look, it was the Legion of Boom, but
that's
it was
you.
also
What I
him.
would say,
Yeah, but
is,
does
what I
that
would
put him
say is
over Clinton
his
Portis because he had one ring? Clinton Portis
listen.
had a 5-year run where he averaged 1482 and 11 touchdowns.
What I would say is Clinton Porter's career was better, but Marshawn Lynch had more impact than Clinton Porter. If that makes sense.
Like,
He was beast mode.
yeah, like that when you. Ugh, ugh,
Man,
ugh.
How many
that's
yards?
a great point.
Let me find
Okay,
Marshawn
listen,
Lynch with yards.
I can kill this right here. I
He
would kick
had
off.
10. He had
I
10,000.
would.
He had 10,000.
10,000 and
10,000
13
yards.
years. Clinton Portis only played 8. He only beat Clinton Portis by like 800 yards.
Get that?
But listen. I will put beast mode on and take Marcus Allen off right now.
Okay.
Is that what we doing?
Look. And this is what I'm gonna say to you. Remember, we also got to look at some of these players. Like, I know that it hinders him too, but like some of these okay, who was Clinton Porter's quarterback? That shit matters too. Like,
Portis playing with
In
scrubs.
Denver.
yeah, so
In
they
Denver,
He
he
had
was
had
Brian
scrubs.
Rob
Griese and
Greasy and
Yeah, they was scrubs, so they was relying on the run game even more.
what does that mean?
So, look. So you're the best player
So
on the
they
fucking
easier. So that
squad,
means Clinton Portis is easier to stop then.
possibly, but you also getting more carries than the average. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Because you want to take the ball out of
but
the
Well, we can.
yeah,
I can
opponent
look at
hand.
numbers right now and tell you.
but to play but to play devil's advocate, Beast Mode came into a young Russ who they want to depend on the running game and play ball control defense as
So that
well. So it's
so
like
that's what
I
I'm
don't
saying.
know
So
who
that
numbers is
then
who. I'm just
so that
And
playing
you
then
devil's
gotta
advocate. I
affect
say
don't know what's what. I don't know who point I made on.
and Buffalo, Marshawn Lynch was that team.
yeah, that's what I'm
Remember,
saying.
he came in Buffalo. He played in
He
Buffalo. He
was.
first
He played.
4 years in Buffalo.
What was his numbers in Buffalo?
280 for 11 and 7 touchdowns. 250 for 10 and 8 touchdowns, and then 120 for 450.
Mm.
He was.
I guess he got relegated to the bench his third year because he had 120 for 450 and he averaged 3.8 yards a rush. He had
How
two
many games he
touchdowns.
played, or was it
Uh,
how
and
many games
He
and
he
played
played?
thirteen
Buffalo.
games. He played 13 games there, and then he got traded the next year to Seattle. He played
He
4 games in Buffalo that year, then got traded to Seattle. He finished the season in 16 games with 737 yards.
did.
And then he had 4 straight seasons that made his career. His 4 straight beast mode years where he had 12 for 12, 15 for 11, 12 for 12, and 13 for 13. So he was good when he was good. But go back to your argument, he had good play on everywhere else, on the defense, on quarterback. So he had good play that Clinton Portis didn't always have. They had a bad quarterbacking, and they had Santana Moss was their only outside threat, their only receiving threat.
That's true, but
All they
also,
had was Clinton Portis and Santana Moss.
but could I give you one more thing though? One more thing that I'm gonna add in there, and we still say this shit to this day. Seahawks line was terrible has been terrible since Russell Wilson got there. So he's playing with a bad line too. So a lot of that beast mode shit is because he had no choice. And for you to
What you mean he had no choice but to run the ball?
now I'm saying, like, if you don't have a good line in front of you and being the type of back that he is, that's what
If you don't have a good offense and they got to rely upon you, I don't get what the distinction is.
No, I'm saying.
Look. Let's see. If I could find out.
What we talk about, am I lying, Mark? What we always said that they never built the offensive line inside of Seattle. They never had an offensive line. So to be able to run behind,
I don't disagree with anything you said.
Like being able to run behind that, not being
All right. So for 7 years he averaged 254 carries on 1086 rushing and 9 touchdowns. And let's look at Clinton Portis.
I mean, I think it's a great debate. I mean, we might come across something in the list that makes you like both of them might be on. But I feel like beast mode, impact,
So
being the
all right.
best.
So he averaged how many rushes did I say it was?
Whoa, which one?
For Marshawn Lynch. How many rushes a game?
Huh?
It was 280, right?
Yeah.
So Clinton Portis is Clinton Portis is 293 for 13, 14, and 10 touchdowns over a 6-year span. Whose numbers are better? Marshawn played longer.
Okay. No, that's true. But look, let me play devil's advocate with that point, all right? Beast mode was the main weapon for a team that went to back-to-back championships. Also, like what's the guy, Terrell Davis? Like, is that not enough to put him above him on the list? Because beast mode was the catalyst for that.
I'm not putting Marshawn Lynch what he did next to Terrell Davis. Terrell Davis was something special.
I'm not saying he was in the same. I'm not saying he was in the. No, I wasn't saying he's in the same class or he should be next to Terrell Davis. I'm just saying, like, the similarities is both of them was the main component in the offense.
A team that went to the Super Bowl.
A team going back to the Super Bowl.
Or then with Jamal Anderson right there.
Seattle went to the Super Bowl back to back years.
Yeah, but that defense carried down. When you got a young quarterback and a good defense, you rely on the running game.
I'm not disputing that.
But that's why that's the recipe for success.
That's why I say he won't be right next to Terrell Davis. I'm not saying that he's not going to be right next to Terrell Davis, but the hindsight,
what y'all want? I got Marshawn at 11. I got Marshawn at 11.
I'm cool with that right now. We
can
move on.
So before I got Marshawn at 11. So before we get into the top 10, Priest Holmes and Marcus Allen are up here, right? Who are we taking off for Priest Holmes and Marcus Allen for 15 to
Oh yeah,
14?
I see it. I see it. I see it.
Do you
Priest
want to
Holmes
take
and
off?
Mark.
We got Marcus Allen and Priest Holmes at 15 and 14. Are we throwing Jerome Bettis in? Are we
No, you
throwing
don't need no
in
words.
Fred Taylor?
Fred Teller definitely got to be on there.
So is
Without a
Fred
doubt,
Taylor
Fred
top
Teller got to
10?
be on there. I don't
So
know,
then
but he
I'll
better
put
than Marcus Allen.
Marty. You all right with Fred Taylor going in at 13 and moving Clinton Portis to 14? How about we move Clinton Portis to 15? Right?
Okay, we could do that.
I'll move Clinton Portis to
We could do that.
15. We'll get rid of Marcus Allen for Fred Taylor. And
Yeah.
then I put Fred Taylor at 15, Clinton Portis at 14. Or we want Fred Taylor above Clinton Portis?
Fred
You can go
Teller
Clinton.
is a
I'll
he
put
has to be
Clinton
above
Portis.
Clinton Portis.
But I'll put Fred Taylor
Fred
ahead of
Teller
Clinton
got over
Portis.
10,000 yards and he was dominant. A lot of people forget that Jacksonville, one of their first years of existence, then they go to like the AFC Championship game.
Yeah. So I got Fred Taylor at 14, Clinton Portis at I got Clinton Portis at 15, Fred Taylor at 14. Then I got nobody at 13. Then I got Frank Gore and Marshawn Lynch. So the question is,
Okay.
who's 13? Bro?
Fred Teller.
Who becomes 13?
I think right now, on that list, I would move Fred Teller there just off respect. He was so dynamic that we don't even think about it.
All right. So on this list, right,
You know
they
what?
had
You know what?
Thurman
My
Thomas
opinion
wasn't
is-
on this list.
Huh?
Thurman Thomas wasn't on a list.
No, that's what I'm
surmised
saying. I was about to say that. Just for that, let's leave 13 empty. So as we go through the list, a dude that's in there, we got an empty spot and be like, yo, it's like a mulligan. Nah, he ought to be on here. Because I believe Thurman Thomas has to be on the top 15. He went to 4 straight Super Bowls as the lead running back on the team. Like, how can you not be here with the numbers he's putting up? Like, he has to be
So
here.
I'll put Thurman in at 13 right now, and then
Okay.
if we choose to move him later, then we can move him later. So now we enter in the top 10.
This pick right here is 10?
Yeah, this pick is B10. So we still don't have Curtis Martin on his list. So their list, we don't have nobody for their list.
That's
yet.
because we say he deserved to be. That's because we say he deserved to be in the top 10. Like, yeah, it's not gonna. He ain't gonna be on it, but Curtis Martin is definitely a top 10 running back all the time.
So do we put Curtis at 10?
Yeah, put him at 10 for right now. Yeah, we can come back to that.
Number 9, Edgerrin James.
Edgerrin James, yeah, I have no disagreement with that. I have zero disagreement with that. I don't know if Marty's still with us. Yeah, he's still on. But Edgerrin James, after we reviewed the numbers the other day, I have zero problem with him being in the top 10. He might even get moved up because I didn't, like me personally, me being a fan of Edgerrin James, I didn't know his numbers was that significant and crazy until we actually read him off the other day. Like, whoa, his career was fucking bananas.
So they got Eric Dickerson at number 7 on their list. We're up to number 8 on ours. Have you ever seen Eric Dickerson's numbers?
Yeah, I know his numbers was ridiculous, but
you want to put him in at 8?
He played in the 80s, right?
Yeah, he was done by 93.
He can be all respect. I haven't seen him play. I don't know. Have you ever seen him play?
I ain't never seen him play. By the time he was done, he retired. I wasn't watching football.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, By the time I was 10, 11, maybe is when I really started paying attention to football. And he was done in 92, 93. So I didn't really see him to comment on how good he is. I just seen his numbers. And I know that he had good numbers. He had over 13,000 yards rushing. So that's enough to
I
get
give
you
him my
there.
he talked in all respect. I seen like games or like old games of him. I looked at tape like how like
I
good
mean,
he was.
this dude had 4 seasons over 1,600 yards. He had 3 seasons over 1,800 yards. And he had
Then
a season.
he got the record
He had
right.
2,100 yards in 1 year. So he got to go on the list. So that's why I put him at. Yeah, he ran for 18 touchdowns his rookie year. Then followed that up with 2,100 yards and 14 touchdowns. Then 1,212 touchdowns, 18 and 11. Then he got traded and finished the season with 1,288 when he got traded from the Rams to the Colts. But then the next year, in 16 games, he ran for 1,659 and 14 touchdowns. He declined sharply
He
at 30. He declined sharply at 30. After 30, it was over.
Yeah, I get credit when credit is due. Man. Like he deserves to be in the top 10. But respectfully, a guy I never seen play in live action, I could never make him top 5. You agree with that?
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, he doesn't have that legend that you follow around like with the other players. You know what I mean? Like we never saw Jim Brown play, but
yeah, ring.
I don't think so. I don't think so. Let's see. Let's see what we got on the list so far. So, we're up to 8. So far we got Clinton Portis, Fred Taylor, Thurman Thomas, Frank Gore, Marshawn Lynch, Curtis Martin, Edgerrin James, and Eric Dickerson. What do you think of that so far?
I have zero argument with that. I have zero argument with the list. I mean, you know, every list is going to be debated to some extent. It's always going to be like every list is going to be debated to some certain extent, but I think this list is pretty much generally consistent.
I mean, the list seems to be good so far.
Who was next? Who was next? Who was next on? Who was next up?
On their list, of course, they had Adrian Peterson. I'm okay with that.
AP is at least. Yeah, what's that? What number is that?
7.
AP would be what that 7?
Yeah,
I'm okay with AP. AP was a dog.
All right, so
the only
7,
debate with AP is we gonna move him top 5. Yeah.
All right, so I put him 7 now, and at 6, I'm going Terrell Davis. How you feel about that?
Terrell Davis was so dominant when he was on the field. It's hard to disagree with that.
So you okay with that? Yeah, I mean, I feel like I'm okay with TD being at number 6. I know it was brief, but he was so dominant for those 3-4 years that it was ridiculous. He let me see. And then he was so dominant for those 3 years. Like you said, Marty was talking about accomplishments. He won 2 Super Bowls. Not only did he won 2
Yeah.
Super Bowls, I think he was Offensive Player of the Year twice, wasn't he?
He ain't win MVP.
I don't remember. Let's see. Let me find him.
I thought he won MVP.
He might have won MVP one year. Let me pull his
He
numbers
had
up.
2,000 yards in one of them years. I think he was MVP.
I know he was at least Offensive Player of the Year twice in a 3-year span. But ain't nothing to shake a stick at. You're right. He was MVP and Offensive Player of the Year twice. So in a 3-year span, so from
My bad. I'm my fault. Had to take care of my kid.
Mm-hmm.
But
We
I
talk
don't.
about
I
Terrell
hear everything y'all
Davis.
saying. I agree with everything y'all saying.
all right, that's what I
Yeah,
said.
number like he was MVP. I don't mind him being number 6.
Yeah, because I mean I feel like hey, and his rookie year he ran for 11-7. Then the next year he went for 15-13. Then he went for 1750 and 15. Then he went for 2008 and 21. And he got hurt.
Who was that
It
again?
was all downhill. TD.
Terrell Davis. So
You got an argument
who?
against Terrell Davis at
So
6?
now we getting to
Marty, you got an argument against Terrell Davis at 6?
Oh, at 6? No, I don't have no problem.
All right.
I don't have
So
a problem
now
with
we enter the top 5. Who's number 5 on it? Who's number 5 on their list?
On their list, they had LT.
Yeah.
me personally. LT could be. Yeah, that's right. I can deal with
Yeah,
that.
LT was crazy. He got crazy with the Chargers. He ain't got no ring though, but he got crazy. He got crazy.
Well,
Yeah.
this
I'm
is the
not
He got
part
mad
an
at
where
MVP,
that.
don't he?
Yeah. Will we switch up from Marshall Faulk?
where Marshall Faulk at?
So what Marshall Faulk was? Number 8 or some shit?
Oh shit, you're right. We never put Marshall Faulk back on the list.
Well, Marshall Faulk got to be up there. Marshall Faulk. Yeah.
So Marshall Faulk is
Everybody got
4
to
then.
drop down one there.
Yeah, Marshall Faulk 4
Nah.
then. He 4.
Marshall
He
Faulk could be
4 right
4.
now. Right now. He above
Yeah.
LT. He got a don't
He
Marshall
gotta be
Faulk got
4.
an MVP as well?
I think so.
He got an MVP. I don't know. Like yeah. All right, so LT 5, Marshall Faulk 4 right now. Who was number 3?
Let's see. Well, let me check to see if Marshall Faulk got an MVP. I believe he does. Well, I mean, he's definitely a Hall of Famer. We know that.
No, we know that.
Let's see. On their list, they got Emmett at 4, Walter Payton at 3, and Barry at 2, and Jim Brown at 1. So
Okay,
we running out of.
so this might sound blasphemous for y'all. This might sound blasphemous, but I will move Walter Payton down to like 11 or 12.
It's still hurting. How'd they get it? What the thing? The keys.
What y'all
Wait,
think?
you gonna move? How far you gonna move Walter Payton down?
Did you use it again?
Because Walter Payton falls victim to the people I never seen play. So like I
Yo,
would
you
like
know,
Eric Dickerson
Marshall
numbers are
Faulk
crazy.
was
I
a
know what
3-time Offensive Player of the Year.
I didn't know that.
He was 3-time Offensive Player of the Year.
So that's what I'm saying. We can't have Walter Payton in front of something like that. I can't.
All right, so
Am
then
I
we
wrong
move
for
Walter
that?
Payton. So I mean, then that means somebody has to go off the list.
Marcus
How
Allen.
about I'm not
Marcus Allen. Yeah.
I've been took Marcus Allen off.
So who I do a quick recap. Who's 15 all the way down?
All right,
15 all the way
so
down.
15 is Clinton Portis, 14 is Fred Taylor, 13 is Thurman Thomas, 12 is Frank Gore, 11 is Marshawn Lynch, 10 is Curtis Martin, 9 is Edgerrin James, 8 is Eric Dickerson, 7 is Adrian Peterson, and 6 is
So that'd
TD,
be
LT is 5, Marshall Falk is 4.
so it would be
So
blasphemous
what
not
we
to
gonna
have
do?
Walter Payton on here, right?
Yes, so I'm gonna
What is
move Curtis Martin. I'll move Curtis Martin
Austin?
to 12. Move Clinton Portis to 15 and take off. I mean, move Curtis Martin to 12. Take Frank Gore to 15 and put um what we talking about? Walter Payton.
Walter Payton.
Yeah, put Walter Payton at 10. I mean, people gonna invalidate our list because they're gonna be like, you young man. But what we supposed to do? We ain't never seen him run.
No sitting around, but like so what Walter Payton at right now?
Walter Payton is 10. Yo, while it's kept, we gonna have to make some adjustments to this list. Cause how do we not have OJ on here? Like the NFL leaves OJ out of everything because he strangled that he you know he was a murderer. But I hate the NFL. You ever seen OJ numbers yet? Like, let me see. Let me bring OJ's numbers.
OJ was a monster. I'm not.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. I will leave OJ off this list. OJ was the league MVP. He was offensive player of the year. Of course, he's a Hall of Famer. He got 3 years, over 1,500 yards. OJ's problem I see is outside of course, the murder. He only had 1, 2, 3, 4. He had 5 good
outside the
years.
outside the murder. It's crazy.
I guess you can't leave him
So
off.
who you gonna take off? Clinton Portis?
You said take off who?
You gonna take off Clinton Portis or OJ?
All right. I already took off Clinton Portis.
Who?
Clinton Portis is
Walter?
gone. No,
So
OJ
Walter
off.
Payton?
No, OJ got to be gone. He ain't gonna make it. I just want
Okay.
to look at his numbers.
Okay.
He ain't making it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, you got to.
now we at number 3.
Number 3, Emmett. Right? Am I wrong?
Yeah. Okay. I'm alright with that.
So number 1 and 2 was no, one was Barry Sanders and the other one was who? Jim Brown?
Jim Brown. Yeah.
I'm putting Emmett in front of Joe Brown, so Jim Brown is there. In my opinion.
Let me see.
Okay.
So we got. You said we put. So all right. Next is. I'm okay
Jim
with you
Brown.
putting Emmett at number 1. I mean at number 2 or 3. Yeah. So we put Jim Brown at 3. Jim Brown ran in the 60s, man, against people who worked in cigarette factories. So Emmett
That's
is
what I'm
number 1.
saying. Emmett in front of Jim Brown. In front of Jim Brown.
I got Emmett at number 2.
I don't think Marty disagrees with that.
And then, so the greatest running back of all time is Barry Sanders.
I have zero quarrels about
Qualms
that.
with
Like
that.
if you you're one of them super fans that wanna argue that Emmett should be number 1 and all that, I get that. But with my own eyes, Barry Sanders is the greatest running back I've ever seen play. He was the definition of unstoppable on a terrible franchise. Now Marty dropped off there, but I know he don't disagree. But even though I would like to come on
Okay.
Jalen
Yeah,
his
that is
take
real.
because
That agree.
he was saying, oh, because he was basically saying that rain should factor into it.
Yeah, so I mean, rings factor into it. Then you
So
got
I would like to hit his take.
so
Number one, because he got 3.
oh, Emmett, that ain't going number 1.
No, I'm not saying that's what I'm saying, but he said rings had the factor into it. But so I said if that's the case, Emmett got only one on the list for 3 rings, ain't he?
Yeah, he is.
If that's the case, Emmett would be number 1 and Terrell Davis would be number 2 because he got 2. Right? So
Yeah.
that's why I said I don't think rings would be the whole thing.
Nah, it ain't. So I like this list, man.
I
feel like you got a good mixture of old and new, and Frank Gore, Fred Taylor, Thurman Thomas.
And as much as people want
shit!
to
Wait!
critique
Wait!
What?
Frank Gore, Fred Taylor, Thurman Thomas. Who did I move? Oh, Curtis Martin is number 12. I'm like, wait a minute.
And as much as people, a lot of people want to critique the list because of the Walter Payton thing, but you can't be mad because Jim Brown is number 3 and he's older than Walter Payton. So it's like it's not like we was biased and just moving people off. What's the name in the top 10? Eric Dickerson in the top 10. So I feel like we did a due diligence. Like I feel like Walter Payton if he were to get cut short. He got 6, right?
He did get sick, didn't he? Is that why his career ended? Let's see. Let's do something.
We got hurt or sick, I don't know. But like Sweeten is still in there, but he did.
I mean, I'm okay with where Walter Payton is on this. That's no disrespect to him. Like,
yeah. Are you done?
I'm just okay with where he is on this list. Like,
yeah, I think we've made a dope list, man.
Yeah,
so
I mean that's
we still. I just want to tell everybody because I'm gonna post this. We still owe them I guess we could do. I guess the next live we're gonna do. I want everybody to look out for it. We're gonna do the review of the first round because the first round is basically we already know we're winning, right?
I mean,
we basically know
the only series that's up to grab to me is Dallas and Clippers. I mean, if AD don't come back, then I think the Lakers is done. Unfortunately.
Yeah, because we could do a little we could do a review of that because I know Denver up tonight. We got the Sixers playing tonight, right?
Sixers lost last night.
I don't know.
It's Denver.
Okay. So I don't.
Is it Brooklyn tonight?
Brooklyn might be tonight because the Kyrie thing was a couple days ago.
Yeah.
So tonight we did this in a great timing too. We only have 48 minutes, so you know what I mean. I'm gonna go ahead and end this, man. Everybody remember like and subscribe. It's your boy Kama. Salute.
Yeah.